Guys, welcome back to a new video. Another deck check kind of video. Today, the deck I got for you guys is Luranits Golisopod. It's probably the first deck I made when Golisopod, this guy right here, came out in Guardians Rising. I loved Lurantis when Sun and Moon came out. I think it's one of the strongest cards in Sun and Moon with its energy acceleration and ramp, and then healing, all that. But when paired together, these two pack quite a punch, with Lurantis mainly tanking, with 210 HP, getting a bunch of hits in, powering up your Golisopod, getting powered up by your Lurantis promo that adds an extra 20 damage for each, or to each fire and grass Pokemon. Obviously, only the grass one matters in this, as there's no fire Pokemon in this list. But Golisopod, if we go over it really quickly, has the ability Armor, where it takes 30 less damage from attacks, even if it's on the bench. So if something were to hit it for 30 on the bench, it wouldn't take any damage. It's pretty useful ability. It basically has 160 HP. No one really runs the other Garbodor in the Garbodor list, really. It's not very popular, at least locally for me. Its main attack, its only attack, Resolute Claws. It's 80 damage for a Grass Energy and 2D and a DC. It's if your opponent's Pokemon is Pokemon GX or an EX, it does an extra 70 damage. So for 3 energy, it can do 150 damage. If you pair that up with at least one Lurantis, that's doing 170 damage, you put a Choice Band on it, and it's just a whole lot of damage, like 200 damage with 3 cards and a couple energy is super strong, especially if you can get this going. A few cards I run in here. I run the Tapu Koko promo. I think this is, if you run DCE in your deck, Tapu Koko is a card you probably should at least run one of. It's free retreat. Free retreat helps out a lot, where if something gets knocked out, you can just put it up. You don't have to worry about them discarding your float stones or anything. Its flying flip attack does 20 to everything on your opponent's side, is really useful if you have to like finish something off or anything like that. Could come in handy, you never know when you're gonna need it. Lele and Shaman, just two super good setup Pokemon. You want to turn one into a Lele, get a Bridget or a Lily out depending on what your hand is, what your bench looks like. Shaman is more like for late game, if you're slowing down, need more resources, as this list doesn't run many items, and the supporter lineup is a bit small with only 2 Sycamores and 2 Ends, so it kind of relies basically on getting set up pretty early. I found it works pretty well, this list, with the 2 Revitalizers, the Letter, Forest of Giant Plants helps a lot if you want the early game Lurantis, and you don't want to worry about your opponent, say, ending you out of a bad hand if you can't evolve turn 1. Where Forest just helps out a lot with evolving your grass Pokemon, as you can evolve them without having to wait a turn per Pokemon, etc. Yeah, 4 Ultra Balls, 1 Field Blower, 4 VS Seekers, 2 Revitalizers, 2 Float Stones, 1 Letter, 3 Choice Bands, and 3 Forest Stadiums. You only really need 1 Field Blower if you run counter stadiums, in my opinion at least. 2 Field Blower can be a little bit much. I know you like getting rid of tools is really good, but having your own stadium's a little bit better, in my opinion. The 1 Bridget, 1 Kukui, 1 Lily, 2 Sycamore, 1 Lysander, just to pull up, say, that bench Lele or something with the Golisopod to finish off the game or something like that. You got the Ends for hand disruption, just if you don't want to discard like a bunch of Lurantises and Revitalizers or anything like that. You got the Pokemon Center Lady, which I like a lot, personally. It's able to heal you for 60, so on top of the Lurantis attack, it'll also heal you for 30, so you heal for 90 in 1 turn. Gets rid of all status conditions. It's really good, especially if you're poisoned or burnt. Next format, I think Pokemon Center Lady might be a really popular tech choice in most decks, especially with Muck coming out, and maybe even Slazzle Incineroar being a little bit more popular, as the format will probably slow down a lot. The energy lineup, as you can see, around 3 DCs, 9 grass energies. The DCs help a lot, especially with Lele, Shaman, Koko, even Golisopod. If you just attach, say, 1 grass energy off of Flower Supply, and attach the other one to, say, the Lurantis or something else, so you can put the energy anywhere you like on any Pokemon, or basic energy at least. The DC helps a lot. You can just get a Golisopod out quick. With the Shaman, you can Sky Return it, With Tapu Koko, you can flying flip. Lele, you can energy drive. Most things have like 2 retreat costs, so you can just attach a DCE to retreat it. DCE is just super good in this deck. I've seen people not running DCEs with Golisopod and Lurantis. Don't really agree with, because I see it as a very valuable resource. It could act as a float stone with giving you that retreat if you really need it, but it could also give you that just enough energy to get a knockout, right? All in all, this list I think is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing it. It's very strong, it's pretty consistent. I've played this in an expanded tournament, you know, adding like chorus, computer searches, stuff like that, or dowsing machine. I've kind of alternated between the two. I'm not sure which one I like the most yet. But in standard, at least the Primal Clash to Guardians Rising standard, it's a lot of fun to play. I'd recommend you guys check it out if you have the time to go to a league and you have the cards. It's a pretty cheap deck. The only expensive cards really are the Leles and the Shamans, but those are just staples that everyone, if you're getting competitive at least, should have at least 2 of each. Golisopods are cheap, Lurantises are cheap. Probably the most expensive card, Pokemon-wise, would probably be this, Lurantis, if you're excluding these 2, of course. Because it's pretty hard to find. I heard the blisters are really hard to find. People just buy them out. I ended up just getting mine off eBay because I'm not going down to every Walmart every day to try to find a stupid Lurantis. But yeah, it's a really fun list. Check it out, you guys. If you play it, let me know how you guys do. You can either tweet at me at the checkered, or just mention it in the comments. Share the video if you like it. You know, show your friends. I'm gonna try to make these weekly. Make a bunch of these videos. I have a lot of deck ideas, especially with the next Burning Shadows thing. I already have a few cards lined up on the side there for decks I'm gonna be making pretty soon. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. You know, it's all the same to me. Whatever, ratings are rating. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great day.